My name is Mike. I'm originally from New York. I moved down to Georgia when I was like 10 years old. Then I went to high school in Florida. I moved back to Georgia. My dad got deported. My family got deported. And I had my brothers and sisters here, so I had to come back to Georgia. You know, I started my alcoholism, started getting into alcohol and drugs. Got incarcerated for some years. When I got out of incarceration, I guess my mom was working behind the scenes and I didn't know what she was doing for me because I had no contact with anybody when I was incarcerated. And when I got out, I really needed help. Like I was living in the street, I was living in the bandos, I was hanging around a bunch of people that I probably shouldn't be hanging around with. I didn't know where to go, but when I met Nadine, she helped me get this insurance through Hope Dealers, and literally, it was like a blessing in disguise, you know? Every day when I was locked up, I was praying for like a guardian angel, like I need help. I was using drugs when I was incarcerated. I couldn't stop. Like, no matter how bad I wanted to, I just couldn't, and it was turning me into this animal. When I met Nadine, and I got this insurance, it sent me to Recovery Village. And Recovery Village, I was there for like 63 days. They paid like it was really over like $100,000 for 2 months. And it was like so intense, like a lot of therapy, a lot of personal care, people actually who cared for me, who was actually diving deep into my trauma of growing up. I come from third world country, you know, my family's third world country, you know what I mean? So the way we were raised is like real tough. It was no such thing as, you know, expressing feelings or none of that. So I had to deal with a lot of my own feelings by myself, and that's what led me into addiction. When I got into the Recovery Village, you know, I met therapists and behavioral technicians that helped me along the way. They introduced me to myself, if that makes any sense. I learned so much about myself. I learned new things that I didn't even know I liked, you know? I started looming. I started looming, crocheting, painting, and writing poems and music. And I met people that I never thought I'd be friends with today, but now we're like best friends. And this whole Hope Dealer Rock family is like, you know, a dream come true for real, because I always felt like I was an outcast and I couldn't fit in anywhere. And you know, it's funny because like I'm Spanish, right? So you think it'd be easy for me to fit in with the Spanish folks, but I look white and then I got this nappy hair, so it's like, where do I fit, you know? So it's like, nobody knew how to take me, you know what I'm saying? So it was very difficult for me, now I ain't gonna lie. But what I got here is like, they received me with open arms. Now, I'm a house manager here at The Rock, at the Hope Dealers Clubhouse. I'm actually working on RV buses, converting them into RVs. I'm doing things that's outside of the, you know, beyond what I ever imagined. You could dream about something so strong, but the way it turned out is more than what I ever dreamed of, to be honest, you know. I don't know if anybody knows, but Nadine's a behavioral clinician therapist, so being around her and seeing how she moves and seeing how she thinks, she's always said something to me that's always been sticking with me. It's like, you become the average of the 5 people you keep around. And you know, the way I had trapped myself into the world I was in, and she was able to get me out that trap, like I'm trapping myself into this life of recovery, of moving forward, of building a better heart, a better mind, a better body, you know, a better spirit, you know, and it's working because sometimes, you know, I just want to go off the hinges, and it's like, why? If I'm gonna end up right back where I started, which is right here in this chair, you know? I don't know if everybody knows, right? Like, so like Hope Dealers and The Rock was founded by, you know, by Nadine, but the inspiration behind it was Nick, which he's like a brother to me, you know, and that's her son. And he also had this whole life path that led to building this Hope Dealers. That's what inspired Nadine to build this place to help folks that needed attention and help, like as Nick. And so it's like everybody here literally is family, like aunts and uncles and brothers and, you know, guardian angels. Is like, sometimes I feel like I'm in the paradise when I'm stepping in this building, like, oh, I just made it safe home. I made it home safely to my safe zone. You never feel awkward around here, you know? You never feel out of place. And we do programs here, like we do the Cheers program from Friday to Sunday. And it's like a 24-hour social hangout where we're doing cornhole, we're doing foosball, ping pong, spades, watching movies, arcade machines. Like, we have it all here, you know what I mean? It makes sure that you don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on around here. They keep you. They draw you in for real.